Hello everybody, I hope your day is going fantastic. I'm here to give you another fragrance review, and today's fragrance that I'm going to be reviewing was actually sent to me by my sponsor Notino. If you don't know what Notino is, they are an amazing place to buy your fragrances from, and if you haven't guessed already, I'm doing a monthly review now for Notino, where every month they'll send me a fragrance to review and I'll kind of give my thoughts about it and stuff like that. Of course, I'm still going to be keeping it all about the fragrance. I'm going to be keeping 100 and keeping it real with you all, even though Notino has been incredibly generous. The fragrance that I actually asked for was this one right here by Yves Saint Laurent. This is known as Rive Gauche. This is the undisputed barbershop or shaving foam fragrance of the fragrance world, easily. Whenever someone say, hey, I want a barbershop fragrance, this is the first one that people talk about for a good reason. Now, I've been testing this fragrance over the past 3 or 4 days now, and I'm glad to finally share my thoughts about it with you all. And once again, thank you Notino for sending this to me. Go check out Notino.com, where they used to be known as beuatyspin. They have an amazing selection of niche and designer fragrances at great price points, and they have excellent customer service as well. So on with the fragrance review. This is Rive Gauche, and wow, this is definitely a barbershop in a bottle. Now, this is the reformulated version, as you can tell right here. This was reformulated in 2011 and became part of the lot collection of Yves Saint Laurent. The really cool tin can, which I wish I could find. It's a little bit harder to find these days, but that's the original formulation, and they have since reformulated it into this cool looking bottle here. So Rive Gauche is classified as an aromatic green, and it has main accords of fresh, spicy, herbal, woody, aromatic, and earthy. So now I'd like to take a quick look at the presentation. Okay, now let's take a look at the presentation. This is in fact the 80 ml presentation right here, or the 2.7 fluid ounce. The box is very nice. It has this cool grid pattern all along the box. It is black with the glossy Rive Gauche Pour Homme on the front. On the bottom you have your batch code right there. On the back you have a ton of writing and with the ingredients as well. Barcode, you have YSL on top right there. Overall, a very nice box. Sort of reminds me of the DHI box a little bit. As for the bottle, this is a very cool looking bottle. As you can see, it has light green juice, and it has the main accords actually written on the side right here. You have your information on the bottom. My batch code is 62N200, which is in fact a February 2016 batch. And the cap comes off just like this. It is a plastic cap, as you can tell right here. As for the sprayer, pretty nice spray right there. And this has been the presentation for Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche. Alright, so now what about the smell? How does Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche actually smell? It is true what they say, this thing does smell quite a bit like a barbershop or like really nice expensive shaving cream. And that's pretty much it. This really is a nice shaving cream fragrance, but it goes a little bit beyond that as well. This is a very masculine, timeless, clean fragrance that does it so well. It has a very nice, high quality ingredients, does not smell synthetic whatsoever. And if I were to liken this to something artistic, this to me smells like cold winter air. It has a sort of piercing, sharp quality about it, and also has that creamy backbone to back it up. It really does remind you of when you freshly apply some shaving cream or some shaving foam to your face. It really has that bubbly, foamy characteristic in the opening due to the fern note. The fern in here adds this little bit of a green herbal twinge that adds a little bit of a nice sharpness in there as well. Of course, we have the Gaiac wood and the vetiver and patchouli adding a nice creamy base to the composition. And lavender is really the all-star note. It's very soothing, and it's just a manly, clean, fresh fragrance. I feel very confident when I wear this. It has a nice cooling, invigorating effect to it. And overall, it's just a classy, manly scent. And again, it is quite unique in terms of other fragrances. Not a whole lot of other fragrances smell like this, but this definitely will smell like exactly like shaving cream. I was actually taken aback of how much it actually does smell like shaving cream. Overall, the smell is, like I said, very, very nice, very original, very cool and unique. I'm going to score it a 3.5 out of 5. Now, you may ask me, Bradley, that's not the best rating. Why are you giving it this rating? Because I don't love it as much as some other fragrances. In terms of what a shaving cream fragrance is, it's very, very nice. It nails that 100%. But, you know, there are just some other fragrances that I have smelled that I just like a lot better than this one. But it is very well done, and I think a 3.5 is an appropriate score. Okay, so what about the performance? This is a very, very nice, strong, fresh fragrance. In terms of a fresh fragrance, it is quite possibly one of the strongest that I've smelled. It even rivals Reflection Man from Amouage in terms of sheer longevity. I've been wearing this, like I said, for the past few days now, and every single time it's got me 10 plus hours of longevity, which is absolutely phenomenal. This fragrance is fairly linear, so usually what I spray on is what I get through the duration of the fragrance. Also, in terms of projection and sillage, it is equally as outstanding. This is certainly a room filler if you're not careful on the trigger, and it also has very nice sillage. I can literally smell it whenever I'm moving around quite easily, and it just projects very, very well. So in terms of performance, it is awesome. I'm going to score it a 4 out of 5. I was teeter-tottering between a 4 and a 4.5, but in terms of fresh fragrance, it's one, like I said, of the longest lasting that I own. I think a 4 is a very, very solid score for the performance of this fragrance. Alright, let's talk about the versatility, which is easily another high point of this cologne right here. Very, very versatile. I think it's appropriate to smell like you have just applied some nice shaving cream to your face all throughout the year. You can wear this easily in the winter, spring, and fall. The winter because it has a nice piercing smell that smells like cold air to me. Also in the spring because it has a nice green herbal twinge. Probably the spring is where I will wear this the most, but I also have been enjoying wearing it this winter as well. Also in the fall just because of the cooler temperatures. Maybe a summer night as well, but when you're talking about 100-degree hot summer days, I think this would be a little bit too cloying for that. Day or night is fine with this one, and in terms of occasions, wow, this is really quite a workhorse. Work, first and foremost, is a great place to wear this cologne because it is very clean, masculine, timeless, and approachable. It does great in the office place, you won't choke anybody out, and it's just a very good, classy scent. Also, that brings me to wearing it to high-class occasions as equally as well. This has an air of sophistication about it, but you can, at the same time, dress it casually as you want as well, which is a very, very nice feature. This would be great on a date. Just be very careful on the trigger. Don't want to be too cloying, so only one spray. I think it would work phenomenally well on the date. You're going to be smelling classic, timeless, and definitely unique. I can guarantee you not a lot of other guys are going to be wearing this. And those are the occasions that I most see this fragrance working best for, so I'm going to score it a solid 4 out of 5. This could definitely be a serious workhorse in your collection. If you're looking for a fragrance to do a lot of heavy lifting and just to be very easy to wear, and that's what I love about this. It's so easy to wear. I know I can just spray it on and I'm going to be smelling great. It gives me very confident, clean feelings, and I love it for that. So I'm going to score it a very good 4 out of 5 for the versatility category. Alright, let's talk now about what sort of compliments Yves Saint Laurent's Rive Gauche will garner. So, like I said, I've had this for a little bit of time now, and this is not like my biggest compliment getter ever. I will say it has got me noticed every single time that I've worn it. I think that's because of the great performance that it has, but it's just going to be an average compliment factor for right now. I'm going to score it a 2.5 out of 5. I have gotten a couple notices, like I said, nothing through the roof, but people did say that I smelled quite nice, which is about what I was expecting for this type of a fragrance. So I'm going to score the compliment factor, as of right now, a 2.5 out of 5. Okay, so what about the value category? What is the bang for your buck looking like? I think this can be found pretty easily for around $70-ish for the 80ml, which this is at the higher spectrum of the Yves Saint Laurent price range. However, I think it is well worth it because you're paying for great performance and also a very nice smell and high quality ingredients. So I think it is definitely worth it. It's not like a crazy hidden gem in terms of the value category. However, I think it is very, very good. So I'm going to score it a 3.5 out of 5. You definitely get your money's worth with this fragrance right here. Also, let's go right with the age and sprays. Definitely 30 to 40 years old. This fragrance would be a little more at home on someone that age. And really easily, 1 spray indoors, and if you're going to be outdoors, 2 sprays. Alright, so what about a final rating? I've really enjoyed this fragrance quite a bit, even more than I was expecting. It's just a very well done barbershop shaving foam fragrance that just really hits home with me. So out of 10 points, I'm going to give this fragrance an 8.5 out of 10 rating, which I think is really good. I can definitely see myself wearing this a lot over this winter and the upcoming spring seasons. I think if you are really interested in a great barbershop, timeless, masculine fragrance that is a little bit different from anything else out there, this would be an excellent one to go check out. So that was my review of Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche Pour Homme. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it very entertaining and informative. Again, big thanks to Notino.com. Go check out their website for an amazing deals on this fragrance and many, many more. And yes, that will be it for me. Sun is out in the wintertime. I'm feeling really good right now, so let me know what you thought about that fragrance in the comment section down below. And until next time, see you later. Check it. Chilling with my bro. He is a goat. Or at least I think. See you later. This is TRIPLEINC. Boom. I'm done.